I will never copyright a reaction channel. I will never, ever strike down a compilation of me because I don't care.
Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because today we're going to be reacting to Mr. Snowflake's video he just dropped where he's, I guess, sharing text messages between him and Emily. Well, let's be real, they're probably Instagram messages. um and yeah, so if you haven't seen my last video, go ahead and watch that because I did have some predictions in there for like what's going to be on the video. I don't know if he's going to be showing this alleged like video of abuse that Emily's been talking about or what. Something tells me she's probably going to hold on to that to really make her stay in girl world lengthy and profitable. So um yeah, I wonder what they're doing too. Like, do you think Emily wants like a cut from Mr. Snowflake's videos? Like, what do we think? I don't know. I'm not in this, like, I don't know about the money when it comes to YouTube and stuff, so I couldn't say, but um whatever. That's like not even important and not even one of my predictions. I'm First of all, I think the half naked is her pantsless, which we've seen a million times. And I think there's definitely some physical violence, which I'm not like excited for that to happen, to see that that happened. But it's like, come on, we need a little validation that we are correct that she is a physical abuser, right? Because she likes to deny that up and down. So anyway, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Yeah, so let's get right into it. I don't have a lot of subscribers, so I'm not worried about reacting to this to Mr. Snowflake's video so soon. But if you haven't seen it already, I guess go watch it on his channel. But yeah, let's just go get right into it.
I don't even know where to begin or start.
Oop,
Hi
production.
everyone, this is me talking with Emily. Right, here we go. Hi Emily, hope all is well. What made
You know
want to
what?
come out now and
I really need to learn a thing or two from Mr. Snowflake with that intro. Immaculate. I wish I was capable. I hop on, I'm like, yeah, so this is what's going on in my life. Yesterday, my first video back, I like was uploading it and I was listening to the beginning and I was like, oh, I've already told them I'm fucking medicated. Okay. Anyway.
discuss your time with Amber. Honestly, I was content staying silent for a long time, but I'm tired of watching her dodge any real accountability. She creates her own reality and then expect...
I'm really curious. I want to know kind of where the pre-conversation, like what happened with the pre-conversation, like because I don't even know how you go about having this conversation without being like, "Hey, Emily, I don't like you either, and I'm not on your side, but I want to know what you have to say." You know? So, because what is that? I'm tired of watching her dodge any real accountability. She creates her own reality, then expects everyone to play along. Like, I don't know. Has Emily had to? I mean, I guess she's not like a public figure or anything, but I wonder if she's taken accountability for, I don't know, being a feeder, being a part of her ex girlfriend and passing. Gosh. How do you not feel? Anyway, let's move on.
everyone to play along. The sad part is, most people do because they're either scared of her or don't want to deal with the drama. But I hit a point where I just couldn't sit back and watch her keep rewriting the truth. So
Interesting. Gosh, this is where I wish I had some sort of like psychological background, some psychology background, because both of them are saying like people are scared of each other, or like amberlynn said that she's scared of Emily saying people are scared of her. Maybe she feels like amberlynn's trying to get her to be scared of her. I don't know, like that's so interesting. I mean, there's no denying they're both toxica, so again, what did I say last video? We're going to let them present their evidence and then we're going to make a decision based off of that. I don't like either of these girls. So let's see.
that's it. Well, I'm glad you have decided to speak up, so I guess we start at the beginning. I'm guessing everything was fine at the start of the relationship, or were there any little red flags? She says, At first, everything was great. I really thought I had found someone who was kind, laid back, and just fun to be around.
No way. No. I really just thought I found someone who was kind, laid back, and just fun to be around. Like, shut up. Like, you knew better. Didn't somebody find some old YouTube video that Emily had posted when they were like 18 or 19 or something? And it was of them being like, this is my YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm going to post, but yeah, you just drop a comment down below what I should talk about. Like, Emily knows who amberlynn is. Emily knew who amberlynn was before they got together. You cannot convince me otherwise. So that she was kind, laid back, and just fun to be around, bullshit. You know, amberlynn is not giving that. She's not giving that off, or that's not. What the fuck are the words? Whatever.
She was able to carry on a conversation, and it's hard to find these days. Looking back now, I obviously was looking at everything through rose-coloured glasses. She really made it seem like she was this grounded, supportive person.
Oh my god, I hate to pause again. I'm so sorry, but confetti sweet. What did that say? Confetti sweet? I always, not to be an alcohol snob, but I always wonder who's drinking like the like strawberry rosés and the like cupcake sweet berry liqueur. I don't know. I'm super boring though. I'm a red girl. I just like red wines. But I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I just feel like it just says something. It just says something. But I've always said this about amberlynn and the alcohol that she drinks. It's very childish. The buzz balls. It wouldn't shock me if she's drank some Four Locos. What else does she drink? Honestly, I when she started drinking White Claws or Trulies, or I think it was White Claws, that was an improvement. That was actually an improvement.
Listen, I told her upfront that I was grieving Colleen, and still will be. She said she understood, respected that. She said it wouldn't be an issue at all. That was super important to me, for her to be accepting of it, and for a little while it felt good. We actually had fun together. We laughed, joked around, and it was chill. I genuinely enjoyed spending time with her before she started showing me who she really is.
Okay, yes, but that's okay. Not to be an amberlynn Reid apologist. Okay, but that is so unfair on the next person that you're with anyway, because your partner just died 3 months ago. amberlynn was always just someone to entertain her with. What is it called? Oh my god, brain fog. Oh my god. Hello? Am I it? Oh my gosh. What's going on? My brain. You guys, it's this medication. You have to bear with me. Oh my god, what's going on? Hold on. 1 sec. Pause. Okay, it's not coming to mind. You guys know what I'm talking about. Whenever you're with someone, right after someone, oh my god. Forget about it. Brain's turning to mush. I don't want to jinx this whole video. But you know what not a fallback, it doesn't matter. She was always not a side piece. Don't click off. Okay, we have to move on. That's just gonna bug me this whole gosh, IQ -5. Okay, moving on.
I guess it was a typical scenario of love bombing. After everything I had been through, it was just nice to feel wanted and not so alone anymore. And I say, was it still nice when she came to stay with you? How long was she meant to stay for? Emily says, there were a few little red flags early on. Like,
a rebound! Oh my god, a rebound! Oh my god, wow. I need some water or something. I guess Coke Zero is not flowing through my veins as smoothly as it used to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, a rebound. I didn't even hear the rest of that last text message. Literally sitting here, like, trying to have a brain blast. Okay.
how Amber would get upset if I didn't FaceTime her for hours every single day, or if I was busy at work and didn't have time to message her.
Yes, I was very codependent with Destiny, and I can admit that. I can absolutely admit that.
But now I'm a changed woman. Okay, we been knew this. Like, we knew this. The AirPod in the ear. Like, God. I mean, and we know this too with Erica as well. Erica said that she was very clingy and always needed to call her, and like she's been like this way since Beck, since before we can even, when she's with somebody, her they're her entire world, her entire life. Excuse me. So this doesn't shock me. I mean, a little bit though, because she's like 30 something. Like, girl, have we not learned? I used to be that way when I was 17, Hold on, I gotta let my cat in.
I will admit that 100%. I wanted either like a text or like a call just to be like, I love you. My day's been good. That's all. That's all. Because I was home alone 24/7. I'm not perfect. Beck wasn't perfect. Like, I was super controlling of their time, of like their energy. I always wanted them near me, like always.
She'd take
Yeah, and nothing's changed. Nothing. I mean, why would it change? All she does is sit and stare at the same four walls like she's been doing for over a decade. Nothing's changed. So why would we expect her behavior to? She's an incredibly lonely person. I mean, it's all her own fault. Nobody else's really at all except for hers. But yeah, let's just move on. I mean, so far, we knew this. We knew all of this, but we'll see if there's any new tea.
it personally and get upset. During my first visit to Oklahoma, things actually seemed to go really well, but it was a short trip and we were still in that honeymoon phase. It was during my second visit that things started to feel off. She would get irritated if I checked my phone or responded to messages that weren't about her or focused on her.
Well, allegedly, Emily, you were messaging. I mean, it's actually crazy. If there were like a couple Instagram messages or comments where she was like saying some shitty things about amberlynn, they're trying to look like they're broken up. Okay, like weird. But still, like maybe if she's just trying to have like some sort of facade. But the fact that, according to Amber, so I don't really know, but I know for a fact there's Instagram messages and posts. I've seen all the Instagram messages and posts because I follow her, Emily, on Instagram. But there's Reddit forums, and Emily saying that she was talking to this Andrea girl or whatever her name is as well, and talking shit about her. Like, that's a lot. Like, I would be wanting to look at your phone too. Give me that.
That visit also happened right after she posted who I was, and the doxing stuff that followed, so tensions were high, so I kind of brushed it off at the time, thinking it was just stress. But everything really started to change when Amber came to visit me. She was originally only supposed to stay for a week or two, tops.
Shut up. A week or two? Wait, wasn't she there for like multiple months? Was it 3 or am I tweaking? 1 to 2 weeks and she brought the cats? Something's not right. Something's not right here. Why would she do that? Because, like, she already lies to us enough. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Like, I'll leave my cats if I'm gonna be gone for a few days. Like, I'll leave the cats and just have like my neighbor check on them or whatever. Like, they're cats. They don't need to be taken outside every 2 hours to potty, So her mom could have absolutely stopped in, once or twice a day to take care of her cats if she was going to be gone a week or two. So what the frick? She was absolutely planning to stay much longer than that. And it happened. Oh God, imagine a 500+ pound woman coming to your home and refusing to leave for months. I would have lost my shit too. That's crazy.
It wasn't going to be some extended thing. We were planning on probably around 2 weeks. I think she stayed like 3 months, wasn't it? 3 or 4 months? 2 weeks, because that's when I'd be off work and able to take her home. But by day two, I've only seen these, was it last night? I haven't slept for ages, didn't I? I've only seen these once as I was talking to Emily. So I've probably forgotten most of it. Because that's when I'd be off work and able to take her home. But by day 2 of her being at my house, things already started to shift. It was weird how high-strung she was that early on. Day 2. I don't know what shifted, or it was the change in environment, but she just acted off. She really didn't like that I had a life outside of her. I mean, I work 12-hour shifts. I have a family, friends, pets, a house to take care of.
I'm so dead. Emily, I like have a life. You know? Oh. As again, I don't like Emily, but if that's true, you know, a family, friends, pets, house to take care of, like a job. And you have this 500-pound woman that's like incessantly calling your phone and texting you and what are you doing? Come home, blah, blah, blah. Because she has nothing better to do but to sit at your house and wait for you to come home. Prison. That is just like being in prison. Man, I mean, she must really be into the big girls. Like, she must really get off with this fetish for that to be worth it. Because, I mean, something tells me she never even liked amberlynn, right? I mean, am I wrong? Are we thinking otherwise? Like, she doesn't like amberlynn. Let's be so for real. She just likes her body. So, like, amberlynn in these past lives, she just wants me for my body. Yeah, she's a feeder. Like, what you already knew. So stop acting surprised. Why are we acting so surprised? Where are the receipts? Come on. There better be some tea in this video. I need some hard facts so we can just get over this beating around the bush that amberlynn is doing.
I have responsibilities, but anything that wasn't about her felt like an inconvenience to her. And she made that very clear. Well, by day 2, Jesus. I'd get home from a 12-hour shift, completely exhausted from a stressful job, and she'd get upset if I wanted to go straight to bed. She'd say things like, "Oh, you're not going to hang out with me," or ask me to take her.
Me as fuck. me to my boyfriend. When he gets home from something. Why are you going to bed? Stay up. I miss you. Oh, okay. I can't criticize there. Even last night, he was like, "I need my sleep," and I'm like, "Amberlynn went live though. Amberlynn went live though."
To the casino or go shopping. And if I said no, she'd get upset and compare it to her working on vlogs all day. Oh yeah.
Someone actually gave me the idea. 3-minute vlogmases. Like
Working on vlogs all day. So you guys, I want to do Vlogmas, but like I'm going to post even if it's just 3 minutes. Even if it's just 3 minutes. Hey y'all, happy Vlogmas day 2. So like I said, I'm only going to post even if it's just 3 minutes. Hey y'all, Vlogmas day 3. Even if it's just like, girl, that's 20 seconds down the drain. Come on, we're running out of time. You know you have 20 minutes. Ugh, y'all, I'm really trying not to talk in brain rot, but I couldn't even think of the word rebound earlier. Okay, we're down fucking bad. So,
and if you go over 3 minutes, then awesome. That's amazing. At least you're uploading every single day, even if it's 3 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? That's kind of a good idea.
Saying she still had the energy to do things, so I should too. Amber expected me to be constantly available. If I didn't text or call during my breaks, I'm sure we've done this with Destiny. Or if I wasn't giving her attention constantly, she'd get upset or start a fight. I told her in the beginning that I need to be able to have alone time because that is how I decompress from stress. We've had arguments about that before. She visited too because she didn't like that. She would always accuse me of not loving her and say how terrible.
Me as fuck. Oh my gosh, same. I'm not being serious though. All the time to my boyfriend though. You hate me. You don't love me. I feel like that's just a universal girlfriend experience, though. Me with my partner of almost a decade. You hate me. That's so funny. Okay. Would we be interested in speeding this up just a little bit? Oh, just fucking kidding, because it just put me in a whole different part of the video. Okay. Maybe next time, y'all. 'Cause I don't want to have to mess with that. Okay.
Of a girlfriend I was. She wanted me to call out of work anytime she was having a crisis, or just felt like she wanted me to stay home.
Are you getting my text? I feel really sick and I am having an anxiety attack. I really need someone.
I think we all.
If I needed my partner to come home every time I was feeling sick and had an anxiety and a panic attack, he would be unemployed. He would be my full-time caretaker. Like, what? I understand if like you really need someone, especially being someone like someone who is housebound, you can't take yourself anywhere or whatever. Like, I understand if it gets really bad and you really need help and you have to reach out to your partner, but it's not giving that. That's really not what Emily's saying.
Suspected that, talked about that. She was always in a bad mood because of this. If I did anything that didn't involve her directly, she would start an argument. I was exhausted trying to juggle everything in my life, on top of her constantly being mad at me. We'd get into arguments and she just wouldn't let anything go. She would gaslight, deflect, just typical narcissistic behaviour. It got to the point where I started going into the other room just to sleep because she wouldn't stop arguing with me when I was trying to rest before a shift.
Oh my God. That early on in the relationship and you're already doing shit like that. Like, what? Wow. I mean, from everything we know about amberlynn, she's not capable of just being content and happy in a relationship. She needs that drama. She thrives off of that drama. She needs to always be in a fight. Like, when my partner and I, when we fight, I feel sick to my stomach. Like, when we get in arguments or we're just not getting along, it makes me sick to my stomach. I absolutely hate it. I try to avoid it at all costs. But amberlynn is like the opposite. She thrives off of that. It keeps things interesting for her. I mean, that's her entertainment in a way. She has no other substance to her life. And I can't imagine too, even being more isolated in Wisconsin, away from her mom, which is pretty much her only other like support system. Like she she just sits there and she has nothing else to do but direct all her energy towards Emily and just, like I said, sitting and waiting for her to come home. And she's probably like trying to do her makeup and like cute for her for when she gets home. Like, we saw her make her food once, like just absolutely obsessing over Emily. And Emily doesn't even like her. Ugh!
She came into the room and stood over the bed. Ugh.
I'm just really surprised that she didn't just like keep you locked and cornered into an argument all night and you got no sleep. Because if that would have happened with me and her, that's what she would have done with me.
She told me that
Damn, the
receipts
are
the
receding.
Conversation, which was basically her going on and on about how I didn't love her and all this other crap, then said, fine, if I can't have peace from being able to have this conversation, then you aren't going to either. She would then stand next to the bed I was sleeping in and intentionally keep me up all night. I felt like this happened every time she knew I was going to work. Like she was intentionally keeping me up because she didn't like that I wasn't home instead of at work. Emily again? Yeah.
I wonder what she was doing. Like, just playing videos loudly or... Huh. Why did I picture her like sat on the floor just poking Emily's face just to keep her awake? I mean, I'm surprised Snowflake didn't insert a clip of, it was when they were on their hotel getaway vacation where they just like sat in a hotel and ordered a bunch of food because that was her first time using DoorDash or Uber or something. And it's that clip where she's like, hey babe, or what is she saying? I think she's like, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, and she won't stop. And Beck is clearly like dying, like, just please stop. Like that. I picture that.
This stuff was happening more and more frequently, and then I say, sounds like she didn't want you to work and just spend all day at home with her. I'm guessing she used BPD as an excuse for her shitty behaviour. How did I know that? She 100% used, your BPD. Her BPD as an excuse. That's what's frustrating me the most.
Imagine having BPD, unregulated, unmedicated.
I have unregulated BPD. I'm scared. Lots of people have unmedicated BPD. They don't go around being big babies and horrible people, like, maybe, but you know, like, you still have to function in society and not be a terrible fucking person, you know?
And finding out just betrayal, like you go crazy. Like you genuinely go crazy.
Anytime she'd have one of her tantrums, she wouldn't take any accountability and say it's because she has BPD. And she'd be like, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. When she would literally scream at me about something, like taking 4 minutes longer than I said I would.
Did you really set a timer? I did a couple times. Yes.
Taking 4 minutes.
We're still doing timers. They've just become, it's just her internal clock now. Her internal timers keeping track of Emily.
Longer than I said I would. When I went outside to smoke. Alright, I told her she can't use that as an excuse if she refuses to do anything to help herself to get better. She made a lot of false promises of getting into therapy.
Is this text from my boyfriend? It's so funny too. Like, I feel like I definitely, I think this is what is so alluring to me about amberlynn as well, is that I'm also a mentally unwell girly pop, but of a different variety. Like, not whatever fucking variety amberlynn is. Like, Jesus. So I have this experience of knowing, like, of being of being able to understand her. But unfortunately, my perspective as somebody who is also mentally unwell is that she doesn't want to get better. She doesn't actually care, because the biggest part is accepting criticism, accepting that you're in the wrong, accepting that there are things that you need to change, and accepting that you have to ask for help. You know? And it's hard because then you start making excuses. I am asking for help. I'm not getting it. Like, blah, blah. But it's like, okay, yeah, sometimes you're able to get help from others, and sometimes you just, that's just the push you need to get it yourself, you know? Like, I personally can relate because I'm now in therapy. I didn't do that myself. Family member had to call and find a place for me under my insurance and help find someone who, like, suited me, because I just was in such a low place. I couldn't do it myself. You know, and then, but for instance, I have to make my own doctor's appointments. You know, no one else can do that. There's no option. I have to make my own doctor's appointments, but I might reach out to my boyfriend. Hey, will you drive me, or will you be there to support me? You know, I'm nervous. You have to be an adult. Like, you have to be an adult. It's okay to ask for help, but you have to seek that help. You have to follow through. You know, that's when you become somebody like amberlynn, who's using her BPD as an excuse. It can certainly explain why you did things, but it is absolutely not an excuse. We all know this. So yeah, obviously I believe all of this. It's just, this is why it's so frustrating covering Amber. So I say this every time I make a video. She's never going to change. All we can do is just watch these videos to keep ourselves, to hold ourselves accountable and the people we love accountable, and to learn and from Amber and be better for it. Like, be better than her, you know? And that's really it. Like, I'll always leave the door cracked open a little bit, hoping that amberlynn will actually like see the light and become a better person, but it's just not gonna happen.
She told me in so many different occasions that she was signed up and she never went. I remember a video of her saying, oh yeah, I found a therapist here in Wisconsin.
So I have actually.
Okay, I'm sorry to pause again, but like this is also how I know. Obviously, everyone's different, but this is also how I know she's not in therapy, because she said in her live streams when someone asked her, "Hey, are you in therapy?" She's like, "Yes." Excuse me. She's like, "Yes, I'm in therapy." Here's how I know you're not in therapy, Queen. Because you don't ever mention it. You don't ever mention it. I've not known anybody who's in therapy that doesn't mention therapy. If you're seeing a therapist regularly, they're a main character in your life. You know, you're actively working through things. You're actively acknowledging things. And I've not known anybody who didn't mention it at least, you know, once or twice every once in a while, like, you know, my therapist said this and it really helped me out, or you know, like in therapy I talked about this, and you know, or you don't even have to really explain too much, but all like for me all the time I'm like, you know, my therapist said this and it really helped me out or whatever. And um but yeah, she doesn't mention it at all, and we're not seeing any sort of progress. And also, like, if she actually, for my therapist at least, like, she's my like North Star. I ask her about, I'll straight up be like, hey, what do I do? What do I say? And what have we heard from amberlynn recently? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Like, what if she had a therapy, if she had a therapist she was seeing regularly, that would be the person that she would be able to talk to about these things. And she could come to the internet and say, my therapist says I need to lay down this boundary and I'm going to do it. You know, in therapy, we talked about this, and you know what? She's absolutely right. And this is how you know, she said that this is what I need to say. And this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to do for me to protect my 20 piece. Okay. We're never getting through this video. I got to sit and shut up.
Found a psychiatrist / therapist who I'm going to be speaking to. I'm going to be calling. I have not called yet. I have discovered them. I have found them. I know about them, and they know nothing about me yet.
And this is me. Yeah, I remember a video where she said she found a therapist in Wisconsin, and I thought, right, she's been awful to Emily, and this is her way of saying, hey, I'm going to get help. Because that's what she did with Beck a lot. I'll work on myself, I'll improve, and it didn't last very long.
So I was going to see a BPD therapist when I was in Wisconsin, but they were located in Wisconsin. And I was wasn't thinking at the time. And I do not live in Wisconsin. I live in Oklahoma. So now I have to re-find someone.
Right, because she totally had the intention to continue seeing this therapist, right? Idiot.
It's me again. So what would you do all day when you were at work? I'm gonna take a guess and say nothing. Lay in bed all day watching reaction channels. How could I have gotten that right? Yep, that was one of her manipulative tactics, and staying longer when it was getting to the point where I was asking her to leave. She thought she would get a therapist here. I'd let her stay so she could do the therapy. She did a whole lot.
Oh, shit. So that was attempt number 1 at staying in Wisconsin. Oh! Okay, attempt 1. Get a therapist locally so she can't leave. Because she's in therapy. I can't. My therapist is here.
To be honest, she'd sit around and watch YouTube videos, including reaction channels, all day.
Shut up. Ambi, were you watching me? Oh, wait, I didn't make videos then. I really wouldn't put it past her. She watches everybody.
Reaction channels.
Shocking. I did her laundry. Again, I think Casey did all the laundry.
Because me and my mom would do her laundry.
I remember back then I would do her laundry for us.
I'm so dead. My boyfriend does my laundry. To be fair, it's like a community shared laundry room, and I've just never stepped foot in it. I've just never gone over there. It's kind of sketchy. He's a real one for that.
I like people touching my laundry. I still really don't, but I let Destiny do it because I trust her. Chris always does the laundry.
Yeah, because she probably Dinky. That's probably why.
I cleaned up after her and took care of the pets. She won't ever let Twinkie or the dogs out during the day when she was home, so I'll come home from work. Oh yeah, I have to clean up Twinkie's pee off my brand new floor that I put in. I was really proud of that floor because I recently just put it in and I did it myself, which was a lot of hard physical work. Well, Amber knows about that.
She's claiming property damages because her dog pees on her carpet, and then Twinkie also was peeing on her carpet. They both were peeing on the carpet. Like while we were sleeping, they both. So what I did was I bought this really expensive, I bought two of them, this really cool like gate type thing that she actually still has up to block the yeah, there was pee pads down as well, just for like at night when we were both sleeping and they both had a mind of their own, you know.
Okay, obviously, like we don't believe anything that comes out of Amber's mouth, but for me, this is just something that is just a total speculation because Emily doesn't know whether or not Amber let the dogs out, right, during the day. Do I believe Amberlynn did? Maybe, probably not. Because I don't think she did that at home. She lived in this apartment. She just keeps the pee pads down and cleans that up. Like broom stays out or mop stays out, like so I believe she wasn't taking the dogs out as much as she should have been. Um, but again, I talked about this in my last video. When you have an elderly dog, they're gonna pee if they need to pee, when they want to pee, where they want to pee. Period. Period. So I think even honestly, like Twinkie's old and tiny, you know? So I think even if Amberlynn took the dog out like super frequently, the dog is still gonna pee every once in a while on the ground. Am I crazy? So I don't think that's really fair. Like Emily, you opened yourself up to that risk of pee on your carpet when you let her bring her 2 cats and a dog. Why didn't she just say, "Hey, you're only coming over for like a week or two, like just leave your cats there"?
These pee pads, actually recently started using pee pads for when I'm sleeping. I have an elderly dog.
Oh,
It just
oop. Okay, yes. Yes. So when you're sleeping, absolutely. We do that as well. We put our elderly dog in like this large open playpen area with some pee pads at night. Because they just can't go through the night. They'll just pee where they're at. So I don't see anything wrong with that, y'all. But also, I'm not an Amberlynn apologist. I don't think she takes the dog out at all at her apartment at all. I literally think that she might take Twinkie out when she goes down to get her food. So maybe like, okay, well then like at least twice a day then. So maybe she does take Twinkie out like 2 times a day. It's still not enough, but because I do believe she goes outside to get her food because I think she's embarrassed by how much that she orders takeout. And if I'm not like mistaken, I'm pretty sure the security at her apartment is pretty good. So like if she orders food, it's kind of a process for the driver to get up to her room and probably needs to go through the front desk or something. So she's probably embarrassed that she's ordering takeout like twice a day. So she goes down to get them. And that's her like walking. Those are her steps for the day. And maybe that is when she takes Twinkie out. I don't know though. I don't know.
happens. Dogs are dogs. Ugh. Like I tried to fix it, like genuinely, and then I ended up buying a whole steam cleaner for her. Like I tried to fucking fix it, bro. But it's crazy because she has this cat named Princess, which she keeps trying to throw out, by the way, on the streets, and I keep telling her not to. She really wants to fuck around. We can fuck around and find out. So I'm fucking done. Anyways,
Oh my god. She really wants to fuck around. She cusses so bad. She cusses so bad. Like, she's just so not good at it. Yeah, what's up with that? Her cat that she's trying to get rid of? Like, what? I mean, I have favorites. Look, I'm not a mother. I don't have like human children. But I know how they're like, oh, you can't have favorites. I have a favorite cat. Absolutely. I have one that annoys the fuck out of me and one that could do no wrong. My firstborn. Um, so like, is she talking about like that, or she's like really doesn't like really hates this cat? Like, what is Emily's beef with Princess? It's so random.
She has a cat that pees all over the fucking.
Oh. Yeah, that sucks. My cat, you cannot. One of my cats, you can't leave like a pile of clothes anywhere. Nothing. She will pee on it. So, ooh, and that's cat pee is it's rough.
Downstairs on the carpet, on the chair, on the couch, on the clothes, on the this, on the that. So stop trying to fucking blame me and my dog for everything in your life, because I will literally come for you. Oh,
It literally ruined the flooring because the pee would sit there until I got home from work to clean it. If you remember one of her vlogs, she talked about her responsibilities of letting the pets out.
So on days that Tommy works, especially, like, I have the same like morning routine. I'll wake up, take the dogs out, refill cat food, dog food, water. It's just like every day, just my go-to.
That lasted about 2 days. This started a lot of fights too.
It's just back at home in Oklahoma, like my routine is just a little bit different. So having to form another routine, you know, here in Wisconsin is a little hard.
Yeah, aka excuse me. Her her routine back at home was sleep all day, wake up at 7 p.m., be up all night, eat as much food as possible in that 10-hour period, and then go back to sleep. That's what her routine was before. And now she's with Emily, who has claimed to, have friends and family and responsibilities and a job and, needs to go to sleep at a reasonable hour every night. And Amberlynn doesn't do that. Look at this freaking clip of her. How do why do I always forget how to screenshot on I have this weird keyboard. Where is the print? Okay, I figured it out, but now I'm gonna have to edit this freaking video because my full name just popped up. Okay, whatever. What is this at? Like around. Okay, this crazy scary image will be my marker for where I need to edit. Okay.
What do I say? Disgusting. Only time I remember her talking about her responsibility with the pets was when she did the video explaining how Rarity got out.
So usually I take the dogs out and this curtain is usually open.
I'm sure she talked about that stuff before, but I just can't remember. Actually, before I ask you about Rarity, how bad did the tantrums get? What was the worst? If you're okay talking about it, if not, I'll shut my face. The tantrums slowly escalated each time. It started with just her shouting at me, to escalating to her slamming doors and punching walls. Anytime I tried to leave the room, she would block doorways.
Oh, that's so scary. That's so scary. Oh my gosh, she's like literally an obstacle. Like her body is a weapon. You think, oh my God, do you think that if Emily called the cops on her, she would get charged with like a felony assault with a deadly weapon? Holy shit. I mean, just imagine like Amberlynn in front of a doorway you need to get through. Oh, fuck. I guess really all you need to do is just try to push her off balance a little bit and then she's down forever. Okay, anyway. I don't condone violence. It was a hypothetical.
She was also...
Punching walls is crazy. Do we have evidence? Oh my God, that just reminds me. Remember that video and it's like alleged where it sounds like Amberlynn is like yelling for Beck and like beating on the wall, and Beck did confirm she would beat on the wall to get her attention. Oh. Ew, Amberlynn is
pretty jealous. Anytime I talked about Colleen, I wasn't allowed to share memories or say anything about it really anymore, or she would end up getting really upset and pissed off at me for the rest of the day.
I know how much he loved Colleen and still does. Like, I fully get that. During arguments, she would literally tell me, "You're never gonna be Colleen." Like, just saying how much better Colleen was. Like, I had to literally compare myself and I was in competition with Colleen every single day of my life. Every single day of my life. Every single day that I was with her. But to continuously use Colleen,
Competition with a dead person, Amberlynn? What the fuck is wrong with her? God, she is the type to be like to get upset that her partner has been with other people before her. Like, girl, what? That's so icky. I really don't like that.
as like a weapon.
Also, I just realized that I have quite a bit more of this video left and I'm yapping so much. So I'm going to try to Girl World interrupt a little bit less so that we can actually get things done today, okay? Because I have a life, a family, friends, and responsibilities, okay?
It became awkward for me.
It was really hard, but the worst of the tantrums was actually the night before Rarity went missing. She saw me scrolling through my phone and there was women on my Instagram feed. She flipped out and said I was micro-cheating.
I got really fucking upset. Obviously, anyone, even mentally well people would have been pissed, would have been so fucking hurt. Probably marriages would have been divorced, like that type of deal. Okay, so we get in a big fight. Duh.
The argument escalated really fast. That was the first time she got physical with me. She threw things at me.
And she ends up throwing the can at my car. Made me mad.
You saying if I could hit someone, I would? Okay, I can throw this at someone's head.
Oh,
Did Amber throw a
when
glass?
did she do that? I didn't see that part of the stream. I was skipping around and I only reacted to Apathetic Fox's video, but when the hell did she say that? I can throw this at someone's head. Girl, we know. The ashtray thing that she threw at Casey's mom's head and she said that Casey's mom threw it at her. It's insane.
Your mom. Yes. She did.
Like the fuck? I could take this and throw it. I'm just not a physically abusive person.
I told her I was going to leave the room. She then grabbed my arm and dug her nails into my arm to the point of drawing blood.
All I remember is she got mad and she grabbed my arm. Dug her nails into my arm.
I tried pushing past her to get through the doorway and she pushed back into me and actually falling on top of me.
Wait, okay, but that's a non-issue because that's Emily's into that, right? So, okay, wait, not funny. Funny? Yes? No? How far can I go on this channel? I'm still getting a feel for my audience. Girl, what? Fell on top of Emily? Well, yeah, she likes that. So what happened after that? Did you guys get freaky or was this abuse? I don't know.
I remember I tripped over her rug. I landed into her. She fell on the ground. And I'm like, as that's happening, I'm trying to get her. Like, as she's falling, I go to grab her off the ground. It didn't work out very well. She still landed on the floor. And then she started like hysterically, how come you pushed me? I'm like, what is actually happening? So she like, I don't know. It was this whole fucking thing. And I was like, this cannot be real right now.
I said,
Is this what Emily has the CCTV for? If I don't see that fucking banana peel on the ground, Amberlynn, that you slipped on, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. Because, girl, what? You tripped on a rug. Okay. So did Amberlynn fall on Emily or not? I'm going to say no because I feel like if Amberlynn falls on you, you're squished. You're dead. Right? I don't know if you come back from that.
Jesus, she says, at that point I was livid. I told her to go back to Oklahoma and then I was absolutely done. And this is the night before Rarity, right? Whew, it just pissed her off more. She then grabbed a picture of me and Colleen and held it up and threatened to break it. She knew that it was something that would hurt me more than anything she could do physically to me. Like the lowest she could go, she let her apologise and then tried begging for me back. Saying that it was her BPD. There it is, At first she denied that she did any of those things, which that sucked too.
No, I never destroyed her ex's photo. This genuinely cannot. Like, I have never been so gaslit.
And I'm like, am I just imagining the gouges out of my arm? She apologised profusely when she knew that she couldn't gaslight me into believing it didn't happen. At that point, I went to my 12-hour shift after that. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, then you went back to work, I said. Right, here we go. After work, I didn't want to go back home. I was exhausted, drained, and didn't want to deal with her crap all over again. She had been blowing my phone up all day trying to apologise and see if I would change my mind about having her go back home. Okay. After work, I went for a walk to decompress. She was not happy about that and was blowing my phone up asking me to come home. It was about 2 hours after my shift that I got a text from her saying that she couldn't find Rarity. She said she hadn't seen her all day but was just telling me this now. At that point, I came home right away. I figured she was just somewhere in the house and she was just saying that to try to get me to come home.
Oh, wait. Okay. So they get in this fight. Then Emily goes to her 12-hour shift, doesn't come home. And when she doesn't come home, that's when Amberlynn says Rarity got out. So when is Amberlynn saying that Emily left the sliding glass door open? Like before the 12-hour shift? Amberlynn didn't say anything about Emily going to work though. She just said she left. I don't know.
But after I searched the entire house while Amber watched, she wasn't anywhere to be found. At that point, I moved the search outside. I was exhausted, but searched all hours of the night looking for her. I really thought I would find her that night, but it was no luck. I know there's text messages coming up in a second, I'm waiting for that. At that point, I made posters and hung them up all around town to look.
Yeah, I bet. She's probably like, God damn, I gotta find this fucking cat. Get this bitch out of my house. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, y'all know I said this before. I'm a true believer. I'm a true believer that Amberlynn got rid of that cat on purpose. I mean, first thing was getting a local therapist. Second one is get rid of that. I was just, who was it? I was watching on somebody's channel. Maybe it was Irked Content. I think it might have been Irked Content. They posted a compilation of like her being shitty to animals or whatever. And there was a clip, there was like multiple clips on there of her pretty much like saying she didn't like Rarity. Like, she's like, what, Wasabi is like just so calm and peaceful and so chill. And then Rarity is honestly like annoying. Like, she's always getting into everything and she's always running around and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I still love her though. She's just got a lot of energy. Like, okay. Sounds like you just wanted to get rid of this cat that you've had for a decade that was annoying you. And you just didn't care for them to be collateral damage.
Businesses. I think Amber even said Emily's basically doing everything.
Tommy has made like online posters and put it on different websites and like went outside and we've been like yelling her name.
Posted on social media and lost cat pages. Amberlynn's one job was to call the shelter to make a report. But when I called the shelter after they found a cat that was deceased that kind of matched Rarity's description, it ended up not being her. The shelter told me no formal report was ever filed. The only info they had was the report from the Lost Pet database that I submitted. So at that point, I filed the formal report with the shelter with her description. But they could call if they had anybody turn her in. I'm sure.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
When we saw the report, everybody was like, oh, Amber's got the age wrong of Rarity, and I'm sure there was something else wrong. I'll have to check. But I guess that would check out if Emily did it. Maybe she would get the details wrong because... So anyway, I think that fits. But I spent hours upon hours driving around looking for her, walking through fields and in between houses around my house through the snow. I think that's what everyone thought, yeah. Amberlynn would go in the drives with me, but obviously didn't do the walking around part. Again, I think everybody, said that. I would get so pissed when we were driving because she would have her head buried in her phone playing a stupid Farmville type game instead of looking out the damn window to find her cat.
I have this app on my phone. It's a game. It's called like Harbor Gossip or Gossip Harbor. I don't even know, but I'm like obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with this game, Dice Dreams.
I loved
Ew, if this is true, this is absolutely freaking sick. God, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. Dude, I had one instance where like this was several years ago, and I had like lived on my own at the time, and I woke up in the middle of the night and the front door to my apartment was wide open and I couldn't find my cats anywhere. I was freaking the fuck out, running outside, sprinting around the apartment complex, freaking out, hyperventilating at like 4 in the morning. Luckily my cats like no, they can't survive on the outdoors, so they did not leave. They were in my apartment hiding because I guess a stray cat came into my apartment. I don't know. And that was a horrible, horrible moment, thinking that both of my cats were missing. I would have done anything. I couldn't imagine being in the car and playing a game on your fucking phone instead of looking outside for your cat. And that's all you can do too, because like Emily said, you're not getting out and walking around. Ew. God. You guys, my elderly dog is my boyfriend's dog, and like, not my dog. I'm not the biggest fan of this dog. He's aggressive. But even then, like, I could not ever imagine doing anything to this dog, letting him out. Oh my God. I could not imagine. It takes a sick person to do this. Like, that cat is just a pawn in her game. Ugh.
and she was a sweet cat that would always sleep on my chest. I did everything I could to try to find her. I can't say 100% that she purposely let her out, but given the circumstances, the situation doesn't look good. No, it does not. If it was a ploy to get her to be able to stay in Wisconsin longer, then I guess it definitely worked.
It was a lengthy stay that became lengthier because we loved being around each other, which then became lengthier once Rarity went missing. I was not going to leave her here.
Liar! Day 2, y'all were having problems. The fuck?
Text messages coming up 2 seconds. Me again. I don't know if you're like Amber and keep old messages, but do you have any messages from Amber about Rarity going missing? It's the one after this one. Yeah, I do. I have the message of her initial reporting when she's missing, which is time-stamped. It shows that her story that she posted on her vlogs about being missing at 5 a.m. was not correct.
When it happened, it was 5 in the morning.
These are the texts between Amber and Emily. Amber says, "So am I leaving? Wait, I read that wrong. I also have moments where I snap at you. I haven't been able to find Rarity all day." What time is this at? 10:06. "I need help finding her, please. I've been calling her name and looking everywhere all day." Emily says, "I'm afraid to come home, to be honest." Amber says, "I didn't go to the back porch." Amber says, "I didn't go to the back porch." Amber made a whole demonstration video at the back porch explaining what had happened. But here she's telling Emily, "I didn't go to the back porch. Don't be afraid, I'm not going to cause you any stress. You can come home and go into the bedroom. I'll stay in the living room till you wake up for work."
Oh, she's desperate. Holy shit. We have to go back and read those again. So, am I leaving? I also have moments where I snap at you. I haven't been able to find Rarity all day. By the way, these are like back-to-back text messages. So am I leaving and I haven't been able to find Rarity all day was not a significant enough amount of time for a new timestamp to pop up in between those messages. I've been calling her name and looking everywhere all day. Huh. Wow, this is insane. I'm afraid to come home, to be honest. Don't be afraid. I'm scared.
Into the bedroom. I'll stay in the living room till you wake up for work. 10:26 p.m. If you didn't hurt me on purpose, why would you regret it? Get real. I don't want you to touch me. Amber says, I regret anything I've done that has hurt you. I understand. Oh my god, Princess is out. Emily's cat. Princess is out. She just went up the stairs into the bedroom. I was so confused for a minute. Emily, can I ask you something? What? Can I have another chance? No. So you want me to pack my bags and leave? Yes. Check snap, please.
Oh, I'm gasping. I'm sorry. The gasping is kind of annoying, but I'm sorry. What? Emily, can I ask you something? What? Can I have another chance? No. So, you want me to pack my bags and leave? Yes. Check snap, please. I've been abused before and I was dumb to have stayed with her because look what it led to. I would never do that. Snapchat at her big age.
Please. I've been abused before, and I was dumb to have stayed with her because look what it led to. And Amber says, I would never do that. I sent a whole video. It's taking forever to send. Anyway, there's the text messages. I'll make another video talking more about it, but I'll keep reading. But yeah, very different to Amber's demonstration video. Funny that.
We get in a really fucking bad argument. She leaves through the glass door, leaves the door open. I did not notice because I did not go near the door. I did not go near the door. I was sitting at the kitchen table waiting for her to come home.
Oh, and okay, so we didn't. Like, how would you not notice if you didn't go near the door? You're not taking the dogs out? So you're not taking the dogs out then? Who let the dogs out? Not Amber. Not Amber. Who let the cat out? More like. All right, I need some fucking caffeine. Hold on, I'm BRB texting my boyfriend.
And that's when I noticed the cold breeze. Literally left the fucking door open.
Has anyone taken the username Cold Breeze?
And she booked it so fast, she didn't even close the door. It was just a lot. In my brain, I was thinking, there's no way Birdie got out. We're good. You know, it's like one of them things. But it was the next day when I was like, something really just does not seem right. I haven't seen Birdie all day.
Not noticing your cat is missing for an entire day is insane. Like, I'm constantly doing cat checks. Like, constantly. And it's not like she's out anywhere. She's like at home. How do you not know where your cats are?
I'm thinking, oh my god, I've been taking the blame this whole fucking time. I've been taking the blame this whole fucking time.
Right, me next. Well, that doesn't look good. She made a couple videos crying about Rarity. Were you off screen watching this, and what did you think? Because her acting is shite. I don't remember saying that. I mean, it's true. Her acting is shite. I've always thought that. I didn't buy she was genuinely sad. Nobody did that, not just me. I was home for a few of them that she filmed. It was always after a fight between her and I. I think she wanted to take advantage of the tears and the crying and put it on camera.
She just wanted to venture out. I know she just wanted to see. Like, I don't know where the fuck she is, and it's been just like.
Oh my god, so this is post you need to leave. Like, you need to leave. Post you need to leave, and no, you can't have another chance. And she's still there. God, I can't remember. Like, how long did she stay after Rarity went missing?
Literally. Sorry.
I even asked her, why would you film right now if you're this upset? Which she would get pissed, so I never mentioned anything about the vlogs. Yeah. She was obviously the expert and always knew what the right thing was to post. And I say, oh yeah, she's smashing YouTube. Right, sorry, bastard. Emily says, a person can only watch so many videos about Legos, Choosy, and the occasional bingo session before boredom sets in. She really doesn't do a whole lot of anything. And then I say, I always thought her rarity videos seemed fake. Well, so did everyone, not just me, yeah. Usually when she knows she's in the wrong, but doesn't want to admit it, she's over the top and extra dramatic about things, yes. And she was definitely over the top. And I say, what was she like in the following weeks or however long? What she said about rarity? Did she talk about rarity? Oh, may as well. Also, not to bombard you, but I'll ask while it's just popped in my head and I'm still awake. I just saw a clip earlier today of you and her at the Billie Eilish concert, whatever she's called. Still don't know. You looked miserable. We did talk about her because I...
Oh, man. Okay. I wouldn't have thought to ask that. That's good. No, what we really need to know is, were they in, like, where were they sitting? Were those standard seats? Okay. T.
Actively searching for her. She would say how much she missed her every once in a while, but she definitely handled it better than I would have ever if I lost my pet.
Oh, that makes me miss Rarity. I miss her so much. Sorry. Moment of silence.
She would cry sometimes, but she
Oh my
didn't
god,
cry.
stop. Did she really do that? When was that? Oh my god, Rarity. Moment of silence. For, like, what are we doing in the moment of... For what? Huh?
Cry like she did on camera about her. Oh, okay, right. I definitely feel like this was a huge distraction from the big fight that happened. Oh yeah. It seemed to blow over faster than it should have. I wanted to keep it civil while she was here, while we were looking for the cat. That's when she tried signing up for therapy in Wisconsin to show that she was going to get help for how she acts.
I need to do therapy for BPD. So, I found a dude. Why did I say it like that?
We would argue on and off though, but she was actively trying to minimize her tantrums. I bought those tickets for her well before this happened. They were really expensive, and because they were in a premium seat, I couldn't resell them. I knew how much it meant to her to see Billie, so I took her. I tend to forgive too easily.
I thought that they went to Billie Eilish before Rarity went missing. So she wanted to resell them before their whole Rarity thing? Huh.
At me again. So how did you get her to leave eventually? Because she told us she left because she was a grown-up and had an apartment or some nonsense. It was something stupid like that, wasn't it?
What was the real reason you went back to Oklahoma and didn't stay in Wisconsin? Because I have a whole ass apartment. I have a whole life here. I love my apartment. I love living alone in a responsible way. I belong here right now. So that is why we're currently in a long distance relationship.
I knew that was bullshit the first time I saw that video. No way. No way. She has a track record of, like, she literally contributes to the stereotype that lesbians, like, the whole U-Haul thing, they move in together, like, right away. That's literally her. So she would not have left. She would have totally moved there. She brought the cats for a reason. Like, girl, I saw right through you, and there's a lot of you.
But I do see us moving in together in the future.
Didn't make sense anyway. Also, again, while it's in my head and I'm awake, I bet driving her home wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I think that's when Mop Legs was born, wasn't it? The drive home. Bottom of her feet just mopping up the piss out of truck stop bathrooms. Oh, she's so gross.
Oh, gross. Ew, that's so true. Oh, I can't deal with that.
She couldn't keep up her normal behaviour for too long before her true self came out again, and we started arguing all the time. I finally got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore and told her she's going back home. I drove her back home to Oklahoma myself instead of waiting for her mom to come do it. I don't know why she was insistent on making it seem like it was her decision. Alright, why Amber was acting to us like, oh, it's my decision. Right, okay.
I don't want to talk about this, but I was in Wisconsin and I chose to come home myself because I love living by myself. Like,
damn, Emily drove her all the way back. What? She probably got a rental, right? Because I remember at that time her posting on her story of her in the airplane. She rented a car to drive. Well, I guess she had to. Amberlynn had to rent a car for her mom on the way there because she's so big and she had brought all that shit. So Emily rented a car to drive her isn't it like it ended up being like an 18-hour drive or something crazy? Oh man, Emily needed her gone. That's crazy.
Genuinely, Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there
So you want me to pack my bags and leave?
forever.
Stop. That's a really good thumbnail, actually. Oh, that one's pretty good too. Pause. Hold on.
Genuinely, Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever.
Okay.
It wasn't
None of those were good thumbnails. Damn. That's okay.
19 hours. I drove 19 hours straight through and flew home the next day. It took that long because of all the stops she had to take. Oh, God, yeah. That was the longest drive of my life, figuratively and literally. Within the first hour of the drive, she was screaming at me so much that Twinkie freaked out and jumped under my feet on the driver's side floor. I was driving on the highway and I had to pull over because she won't come out. I don't even remember what she was mad at me about. I think it was a comment over me getting to choose the music on the radio since I was driving that long and she wanted to choose to listen to.
Have you enjoyed?
You know what? Yeah, I would have put my foot down too because I wouldn't have wanted to listen to fucking Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter the entire ride home. No shade to Sabrina. No Tino shade Sabrina. But yeah, I wouldn't have blamed her either. The full crash hour you have to pull over, it's crazy. Poor Twinkie. Oh, that poor dog.
The ride so far?
I do. I like it. Even the music and everything.
Even the music.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
We had a Billie
like it?
Eilish
Are you happy?
streak. Yes.
That's
Oh,
what,
And I
Billie.
appreciate you guys taking me.
that's what matters.
Well, yeah, this is her again. After she was back home, she tried ringing me back in, saying she was going to therapy and actively working on it, and maybe the distance would be good to help us eventually be able to be together again without the fighting. We had a lot of on again, off again stuff. I think we all knew that as well, yeah. Every time I tried to cut things off after things were getting bad again, she'd always have some sort of health scare to bait me back in.
Wait, what? Okay, wait. So all of these health scares were for Emily? It's all coming together. It's all coming back to me now. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what? So to like make Emily feel bad, or is Emily one of the ones that's into like wait, or was she into it? Because isn't that what feeders are into? Like they're into when they're injured, when the big girls are injured, or yeah, they're injured, right? Am I crazy? Huh.
Well, that doesn't sound like Amber at all, does it?
So they're doing everything.
The cuts, like the immediate cuts to like examples or like to what happened is crazy. Also, Mr. Snowflake's ability to like harvest, like he probably has everything in different files and stuff on his computer at this point from all of the like victims of an empath and stuff. I don't know. A lot of these clips he had to go look for probably. I'm so bad at that. I have so many files trying to keep track of like everything. I'm so bad at looking back for clips. So it's always so impressive to me how he's able to do that.
She was like, oh, it just means like you could possibly have a blood clot. That's why we checked your lungs. What? I'm itching so hard. I am causing welts.
Oh, and then I say that she's done that on YouTube for years, gets found out or has some big drama, and then returns with, oh, hey guys, I have a new health issue. And also a poor Twinkie man. Anytime I've seen that dog on camera, they look terrified. I know why now. And again, I'm probably remembering wrong, but I'm sure Amber said she was on FaceTime with you when she was in a store with her mum when you ended it. Probably remembering it wrong. Sorry, probably am. How did you end it and how did she take it? Both her pets would get scared during a tantrum. Wasabi would always run and hide in his little enclosed litter box when she would yell. I felt so bad for him. I feel bad for Twinkie too, being stuck inside 24/7. I had to say I have no idea about when or what time she's referring to about being in the...
Oh my God. Just scream so intensely and so loudly that you scare your animals into hiding. Oh my goodness. Ugh. This is just horrible. I mean, I'm not shocked by any of it. I'm not. But God, I'm just like, oh man, Amberlynn's never going to. Oh wait, didn't she ever do a reaction to this video? Okay, we might have to do a reaction to that. I might have to wait until somebody posts, like maybe Apathetic Fox Facts posts about it. Because I can't say, like, y'all, this was a 30-minute video and I've been here for 12 years. Like, I can't sit and react to a 2.5-hour live stream of hers. So we'll have to figure that out.
grocery store. I might be remembering it wrong. Probably am. I had to end it for a multitude of reasons. She obviously didn't take it well. There was a lot of threats made of trying to ruin my life if I said anything publicly of her online.
So you know what? What a fucking snowflake. But if you share a video, which I have never shared screenshots of, if you share a video of me during a BPD meltdown where I'm half naked due to your betrayal, that's when suing will happen. Absolutely.
Suing will entice.
It's a soft...
Again, she's such a bad cusser. Like, is it cusser or cursor? Is that a southern thing to say cuss? To cuss? I don't know.
love. It's a soft love, it really is.
Or is it a British thing? Cuss. Like saying curse. Cuss. I need caffeine. I'm like getting delirious now. I texted my boyfriend, but he said he's all set up under a blanket and probably has animals on him and stuff. So, damn. Okay, that's fine. We're almost at the end, you guys. I see the light.
She still tries to reach out to me. Sometimes she's civil, and sometimes she's absolutely unhinged. You don't say. Emily again.
Again, not that I'm not enjoying being here. But geez, I can really yap.
She did do a lot of threatening anytime she felt like she didn't have control of the situation. I'm still worried she's going to totally lose it once she finds out I talked to you.
I should be fucking showering right now. I should be fucking washing my hair. I should be just fine and dandy. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack right here.
Well, she went live twice, just before bed and when she woke up. When I watched that Beck and Destiny collab, I was shocked at the similarities. Yeah, it's the same MO, isn't it? Unless they're not giving all the details. I feel like she's gotten worse since then, not better. Maybe she was just rough on me because I didn't put up with her crap or fall for her manipulation. I do feel drained too. Or have I missed a message? Sorry. Anyway, I think I said I felt drained just listening to it, so it must be worse for her. Do feel drained too. It's not a time I like to think about or remember. It's all a lot. I appreciate you respectfully listening to what I have to say so I can share my side of the story and not let her control the narrative. Is that it? That's it. I'm just glad they were in order. Like I said, the first time, well, the only time I've went through them is when I was talking to Emily, and then I quickly put them up, and then I've done this. Right, that is it. Well, it's it for now.
Okay, I don't know what happens in the rest of this video, so I'll just do like a bit of a wrap up now from everything that we've heard. Wow, T. The screenshots of him being like of Emily being like, you need to leave. And her being like, Can I ask you a question? Can I have another chance? Literally, not even a breath later. I can't find Rarity. I'm looking everywhere. I can't find Rarity. I'll sleep in the other room today. I'll sleep in the living room to give you space. Oh my gosh. So did amberlynn fall? She must have fallen on her. I don't think I believe it was just a push. Cause like one little, like amberlynn getting off balance for a second, she's hitting the ground, right? Man, I bet the floor shakes too. Yeah, I believe Emily. It sounds like she was absolutely trapped for those several months that Amber was there. Oh, okay. Let's see if there's anything else that Mr. Snowflake has to tell us. Maybe a timeline for when we might see a video. Anything else? I don't know. That video from Emily. I don't know.
Because I know she's gone live twice and blamed Emily for Rarity getting out. And today, I only caught a couple of clips, but she seemed very smug. So, the end of this video was meant to be me saying something along the lines of, Amber, take accountability, like you didn't do with Beck. Take accountability, say sorry, and genuinely try and improve. And this won't go away, but it'll be the end of it for me making videos. And for Emily just wanted to get this off her chest. And this would have been it. This would have been my only video, and Emily would have been done. However, because Amber is super smart and acted very smug in today's live stream and blamed Emily, Emily is rather pissed.
Ooh.
And now it's not the end of it.
Ooh.
Which it was gonna be. So we're not done. I don't think.
Let's go! Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I'm getting hyped. I'm bringing multiple Coke Zeros to the desk next time. Let's go. Oh. Okay, so is this the beginning of a new season or a season finale? I don't know. I could see it being both. But no, probably a season finale because we started the new season off with like the Rarity stuff, right? So we got to wrap it up. Okay, season finale. It better end on that video. We better get to see that video. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here?
Done anywhere. From the little bit of conversation I had with Emily today, I don't think we are done. And there is more to come out. Yeah. So yeah, just Amber shot herself in the foot by just having to come online and lie and act really smug.
Do we have anything else important here?
A lot of stuff there. Yeah, you don't have to believe Emily. Loads of people won't. I'm sure some people will. Yeah, there it is. So am I leaving? So she knows.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Emily's
These text messages. So am I leaving? Also, that text is crazy because it's like she doesn't have a choice. Like if Emily rents a car and puts all her shit in it and she's like, okay, get in. You know, she kind of has to. She doesn't have any other way. Like whoever she's with is responsible for her. She can't get anywhere on her own. So like, ugh, that's crazy. The straight from so am I leaving to I haven't been able to find Rarity. I need help finding her. And then I'm you can come home and go into the bedroom. I'll see you in the living room till you wake up for work. Like, girl.
Taking our nonsense. This is it everywhere. All
Okay, I think this is pretty much it, you guys. Wow. Okay, so that was good. It wasn't all I was, it was a lot of information, I will say. I think it was just kind of a long video, a lot of yapping. We did get a lot of information there. I absolutely believe that amberlynn has physically and mentally, emotionally abused Emily. I also believe, obviously, Emily has done the same back to her, but I'm not an Emily Reacts channel, so I don't really give a fuck. But I'm excited. Obviously, this is just an intro, so let's effing get it. Let's get it, you guys. The beginning to the end of this season. So, perfect. Well, awesome. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. This is so much fun. And yeah, I don't know. To be TBA with when I'll be coming back with another video and or what video I'll be coming back with, because I really can't sit down and react to 2.5 hours. So we'll see. And I'll try to speed up the next video maybe. Let me know in the comments if you would prefer for me to speed it up like a little bit. I can do that. Okay, well, thanks you guys. Bye.